Welcome everyone. We're floss tossing today. We're so excited. It's been a while. But Sue and I have tried to make it happen, but you know how it goes. And we're just happy we can be here today and be your little corner of respite. I hope you all grab a project and something to drink and settle in with us because we have a lot of chit chat and a lot of things to share in all of the genres of fiber arts. I'm Rachel, by the way, Treehouse Fiber Arts.
Sue Knit 24,
Yeah. So
Legacy
there you
Fiber
have it.
Arts, all of it.
Yes. So we're so
Well,
happy you're here.
we're so happy you're here. And you know what I thought of? We have not done this since our get together.
I know.
That
I
feels like
know.
1,000 years ago. And I am not kidding you. It is one of my favorite core memories I will ever have. I look back on it every day.
Yeah, it was a beautiful, amazing time. It was dreamy with the boat ride in there too.
Oh my gosh. And then we had
Hmm.
additional friends join. You ended up staying with Paige and Paul Miller, which what a treat that is.
Oh my gosh. I love those too. We had such a great time on our in our little cabin on Lake Champlain, which was like maybe 10 minutes from your house through, through the windy woods and by the water and big barn, beautiful farms, and then there's Sue's house. So
I
it was
know. And can I tell
gorgeous.
you, I love having people here. Like it just makes me so happy.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh, we just had such a perfect balance of being out and about and then just cozying in. And
Yes. We
it
did. We
truly was
did.
heaven. And like, I feel like I want you to come and I want that to happen every Vermont sheep and wool.
I
But
know.
I feel like now the bar is so high.
I know. How can we top that?
I think, you know what? I think it is just going with the flow. Like, literally, we had really one set plan.
Oh, going to the festival.
Yeah. And that was it. And then it just was so
Oh my gosh,
lovely.
it was so much fun too being with Chelsea and being with the
Chelsea,
girls, the granddaughters. They are so lovely in person. Everything you say about them is so true.
they are lovely. They're such typical little monsters, love bugs, but
Yeah, little
we
ladies.
had them to ourselves, like all of us, because Chelsea couldn't come. And they ended up spending the night with us. And those pictures of like Lily cranking the sock and
Yeah,
making the postcards for our friend Sharon, and who they know because Sharon sends them stuff
yes.
all the time. So it's like it it was perfection.
Yeah, it definitely filled up I left so inspired to work on stuff, as you'll
Same.
see when we get into.
Yeah, same. And then you referred to we Paul and Paige so generously rented a boat and we spent the day on Lake Champlain and the day was the most perfect day to be on the lake. No one was on the lake because it was getting cold. It was every time I see like those pictures come up or like Jen, so our friend Boston Jen, it joined us and stayed here for the night, which was so lovely. And then Michelle and her mom, but it was Jen, you, Dave, Paul Miller, and Paige on the boat, right? That's everyone. And
Mhm.
it was spectacular.
And it was also a last minute idea.
That's what I mean.
It
We
wasn't like
just,
we planned it months in advance, and it was just the day was going to be gorgeous. Paul Miller was like,
the
"Okay, we
captain,
got it. We got to make hay while the sun shines and get on this boat." And yeah, he was such a good captain. He took care of us.
he was a good
Yeah.
captain and just, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
it warms my heart every time I think of that span of days. It just
Mhm.
warms my heart. And Vermont has not been the same since you guys
Mhm.
left.
And then at Sheep and Wool, we bumped into Sara Fiber Trek, who is like one of my
Your favorites. And
fiber arts
I,
idols.
yes, and you told me about her. I feel like I knew about her. Then she got
Hmm.
like I just lost
Hmm.
track. And then you reminded me of her. And I had started watching some of her podcasts and then running into her.
Hmm.
She's one of the most lovely human beings.
Yes, she is. She's a very positive,
Oh,
creative
oh,
person you want to just be around all the time. And she has a beautiful Patreon. I'm not all that into Patreon, but I am into hers. Like
oh, I need to
she
check that out.
Oh, yes. It used to be where you just pay per video and she'd do 2 videos a month and it was like $6, but the videos were so educational and dreamy, relaxing, tutorial, and it covers like not only the fiber arts, but also she does paper arts, she does some baking, and she's in Maine and I get to see her beautiful. I mean, she's in serious Maine. Like her husband works for I don't know, forestry or I don't know what he does.
Oh,
He's like a ranger or something, a park ranger. I don't know. Sorry, Sarah, if you're watching this. Um, but anyways, it's a great Patreon. It's worth the investment because it's so well done. I mean,
her videos
she's a
alone are
teacher.
just, yeah, and they're curated beautifully. And
Yeah.
I was so thrilled to meet her, but sad I wanted to sit with her for hours.
Yes, me
For
too.
hours. And
Me too.
she was with, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Yes.
Corinne is her name.
Corinne, yes, from the Woolly Thistle. We got
Woolly
to see her
Thistle.
too, who she's another fiber arts icon of
Oh,
mine that I've been following since I started watching podcasts. She was one of my first ones that I'd listened to.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. And so she has a shop. It was like a half hour past, I believe, Vermont Sheep and Wool. Chelsea and I are going to go down
Oh,
because
I'm so
I need all her
jealous.
wool. We need
I,
all her wool.
I know. Have
This
you
is
gone to
not
their
her
website?
wool. Yeah, this is not her wool, but
No, this is.
I love earthy, crunchy,
Hmm.
sticky yarn. That's my, and doing like different yolks. Like that is what
Yeah.
I love. So I've got to get down there.
Yeah. And her online, I mean, it started as an online shop in her home, after she had been podcasting for a while. And yeah, she sources British and then she expanded into other foreign breeds and she does the shipping so we don't have to. That used to be her tagline. I don't know if it is now, but I
Yeah.
loved that tagline.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, so that was fabulous. And then hanging out with Natalie.
Oh, Natalie was there.
And it
See, I'm
was Nat.
forgetting. I'm like a blur.
I know we got
Natalie
to hang
was
out with
there.
her,
I
Michelle's
literally walked
mom.
right. Well, and I
Yeah.
walked right by Natalie and I was like, how did she not say hello? I'm sure that was her, but now I'm like questioning it. And she had on a sweater that was our yarn. And I'm like, so I was like, Chelsea, that was Natalie. And she was like, thought so too. Like, but it was weird because no, we all just kind of stared and kept, and we've met her, we know
Oh,
her.
that's so funny.
And I think we all turned around at the same time, and it was like Sue, and I'm like Natalie. So yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
yeah.
It
And
was
Michelle
great.
was there with her mom Jane, who we love so much.
I know. Anyways, it was very fun. And
Yes, and Michelle got
again,
to Michelle and her mom Jane got to come and have lunch and knit with us all day, which
yeah,
there's
that was
nothing
so
better in the
fun.
world.
I know it was so relaxing and
Wow.
so inspirational. I finished my sweater, my Fleetwood I don't know, Fleetwood sweater. A little bit of crochet, a little bit of knitting, and you've got the sweater that we as a group decided to cast on.
We all are making them. Oh my gosh, Rachel, it's gorgeous.
You'll see why I had to put it down because I have a Christmas sweater I want to finish.
Oh
But yeah,
yeah.
same sweater. This is Silver Linings by Jennifer Steingass, right? Silver Linings.
Yes. So now, Rachel, I have that dark brown. I feel like I'm going to need your colorway.
I have an extra. I should just send you because I thought it was going to take two of the
Same. I
Junction
passed.
fiber mill making tracks.
Yeah, and I don't know what mine is. I had an extra. I sent it down to Chelsea. Mine is not blocked yet. I just had to wear it. And
Oh yeah.
Chelsea is literally living in hers. And I know why, because once this is blocked, it's so warm.
Oh my gosh. I
It's
know.
so warm.
I can tell it's going to be so. This is like an outdoor sweater.
It is. Well, you think where you are? See, our house can be a little chilly at times.
Yeah, we keep our house cool too. So
And
this isn't what I'd wear if I'm cleaning the house,
no,
but if I'm
no,
just sitting and knitting and not moving, this will keep me
yeah.
nice and
And
toasty.
even going out here, I find I'm already bundling up, even though it's not. I mean, today's pretty cold. I don't like to be cold. Bottom line, I don't like to be cold. I
No,
don't know. And I also don't like to be hot. I like to
no.
be perfect.
And that's why wool works. Everybody thinks wool is so hot, but actually wool regulates your temperature,
Yeah, I know that.
you know. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, that's
So
exciting.
mine is the same sweater. So we all bought yarn to make the same sweater. Like it's all
Mhm.
different. And we did all make silver lining. I was going to say, were we all just picking a Jen Steinglass? But
We were, but we
yes.
all went with the so once we saw Chelsea's, I think, and then yours. Oh, and
Perfect.
Jen finished hers in like 2 days
Jen
because
finished
she
hers.
had a goal of the New England Sheep
Yeah, New England
Wool
Fiber
Festival.
Festival.
There you go.
Chelsea started the next one.
What's the next one? Just
She just
whatever.
picked another one of hers.
And is it another one using Junction
Yeah.
Fiber Mill? Oh,
No,
cool.
she ended up using it's, oh no, what am I saying? I did actually say it's fingering weight. And
Oh,
she's using spin cycle. She has a Gnana spin cycle and it's
yeah,
fabulous.
yeah.
Fabulous.
I have a spin cycle in more traditionally masculine colors that actually Brian picked it out when we were somewhere. I think he bought it for me. And I think I should make a sweater for him or George or Alex or all of them
Yeah.
using that. So I have to find more a more masculine color work kind of
Yeah.
that they would wear.
Yeah. I love them.
Oh,
Love them. I'm
yes.
obsessed with knitting again. Although right when we came on, I was like, I'm so obsessed with knitting, but I was stitching this morning.
I can't forget it was all about the gnome that weekend too. This is the gnome that I had been working on the mystery knit along.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Nori. I don't even know the name of this gnome. No, it wasn't Nori. I
No,
don't
it
know, but it
was
was the mystery.
Nat or Knack or
Oh, Knick-Knack or I don't know. I'm
I
so
don't either. I
bad.
gave mine away.
But anyways, this is using Michelle's colors. This is her colorway, Michelle from Woolens and Nosh. And he came with me because she wanted my little gnome
Booth.
as a booth.
He's
Uh,
fantastic.
thing. Oh, I love it. And you made
He's,
one too and gave to your neighbors.
my neighbors love gnomes. It was one of their birthdays. I made mine in like, because I had to rip the hat completely out because I couldn't
Yeah.
figure, which I was so mad at myself that I wasn't. It's just unique enough where if you lose the flow, you're not quite sure, but it's not difficult at all.
No, it's
Um,
not.
it's not difficult at all. It's just I should have never put it down, and my brain was like wanted to get it done in like 3 days. And can I tell you, it's a tremendous amount of knitting for 3 days.
That is a lot. It is because it's fingering, right? Right? Or
It's
maybe it's
fingering and it is on small needles, and the hat has a lot of make one lefts, make one rights. And that's, oh my God. And that gets really hard on your hands with fine knitting.
Mhm.
But it was worth it. They love it, and I
Mhm.
loved it.
And I
You need
filled
to
mine with
get
lentils. So he or she, what I think it's a he personally, but he's heavy.
have I did
Yeah.
the plastic pellets just in the bottom.
Hmm.
I think just in the bottom, maybe not, maybe the whole thing. I can't remember.
Well, and if you're a knitter, I told Sue yesterday about this. There is a new mystery knit along, a gnome. It's Gnana's visit. It's all about grandma. It's time for the family to go visit Nana for longest night. Or is it? A perplexed Nana arrives at the family's empty cottage ready to visit them. The pantry is empty, the house is dark, and Nana will need to find a different way to celebrate the longest night. And it starts December 1st. It goes through the 21st, and it's got daily updates. So some days will be the clue for knitting, and other days, um,
Will be like a story.
A story. Yeah. I mean, this sounds like such a cool advent calendar, in my
So
opinion.
what are you using for yarn?
I have to pick four skeins of 20 grams each, fingering weight. I
So
know. It's a smaller gnome.
it looks smaller. It's funny when we got this pattern, I was like, oh, it's probably just gonna be a little gnome. I want it to be substantial. Then when I
This,
saw yours, I was like, oh no, that's
I know.
huge.
It's awesome. No, this one though, there's also glasses. Like you make wire glasses for grandma. You have to do this, grandma.
I do have to do this. All right. What's
Ah,
I forget her company name. Help me.
yes, it's Sara Schira, Schira, and it's imagined landscapes. If you go
No,
on to Ravelry and you look at the top 20, I think it's in there if
it's
it's a
there.
quick way to. But where is the section she wrote? You get a when you sign up, when you buy the pattern, um, you get this little booklet that explains how it all works. She said some days you'll open up the update to find a clue to knit. The other days will bring part of our charming story, special treats, or a recipe or two for
Oh,
traditional gnomish delights. I love this.
I do too.
I love this.
Darn
So
it.
she suggests these are the colors she suggests she's using in hers. So I'm like, can I use your mini skeins? I mean,
Yeah.
how cool would that be if I found some that, because she explains which one should be, the one that the star and which one should contrast with the star and she explains. So I'm tempted to use your minis.
Have you
I
opened them
have
yet?
a
You mean
billion.
you do?
No, I
Oh,
mean some old, I'll go through my huge bag of,
oh, you'll find those in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, darn it. Now I have to do that.
yeah, I know. We've talked a lot about knitting, haven't we? But it's
It's
knitting
okay.
season, people.
It is knitting season, and we are knitters with a capital K.
Speaking
You know what?
of Natalie's
Oh,
pattern,
Natalie's just came out.
I know. And I love those ornaments, those vintage ornaments from the 60s. What are they called? The
Mercury glass.
shiny brights. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
kind of like mercury glass too. But I mean, I am so excited. I definitely want to make these.
Yeah, me
Because look
too.
at I love the motifs she chose. They're just
She,
cool.
Natalie is so,
She
she's
is.
an
Look at all her
amazing
cool patterns.
designer. Yeah,
Look at
she's
all
an
her cool
amazing.
color work. Ugh,
I wish I had. Did I tell you she sent me that mini Charlie Brown sweater for the baby?
yes.
So it's so
Amazing.
funny. We were over there last week and it was sitting on one of their tables. And
Mm-hmm.
Ben picked it up and he went, do you know how many people are dying over this sweater? Like, 'cause
Oh,
we've had friends come and go, and
yeah.
he's like, everyone is dying over this. It's,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, I wish I had a picture we could put in. I don't know that
So
I do.
fun. It makes me honestly, I gotta pre-start knitting for grandchildren or
You know what? You really
grandnieces and
You
nephews.
should. I talked about it and never did it because the problem is once they're here, you're not always in the mood to do it. Like if
Yeah,
right now you're excited about like a little sweater, make it.
do it.
Yeah, make it because I find now I shouldn't say I'm not in the mood. I'm always in the mood for baby things. But time-wise, right?
Mhm.
It's like if you're at a time in your life where you have the time to make some and throw them in a box, I would take advantage of that.
I
I wish
know.
I did.
I know. This is
And
the other
you
pattern I
like,
wanted to share with my folks.
what is that?
Petite knits. It's those little candies. I'm gonna make for my candy jar a little variety of these little candies. It's a free pattern. It's on Ravelry. It's in the hot 20 right now if you want to pull it off. It's adorable.
That you don't even have to stripe them. You could just use, and what weight yarn
Legacy
is
Fiber
that?
Arts. It's fingering.
Oh,
Wait, let me make sure. Uh, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? But for
doesn't,
this
no.
size, what the heck? Oh, materials. Oh, I take that back. Double Sunday by Sadness Garn
So
or Marine
double,
Knitting for Olive Merino. But you know what? That's cooler. If
you could marl them.
you could totally, you could hold fingering double. I love holding your fingering double because it brings out even more of the colors. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you marled, like
Mhm.
held two different ones, that would be, oh, Rachel, I want to make those. Darn.
Yeah, pull them off. I mean, these you can make in a night watching a movie. They're tiny. They're like,
You know,
okay. So
I
ends
have
my.
totally lost energy by nighttime lately, which
Yeah.
is so unusual for me. Like it's like, oh, I want to do that, but it's way over there. Or then I get it and I stare into space.
Yeah, maybe it's
I
the
know.
darkness. You're not used to it yet.
Well, generally I love it because it means curl in early, pull out your making. I think
Mm-hmm.
I just have to figure out where I want to be making. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? I feel like I need to go to my cozy wool room and curl
Yes.
in.
Yes. Or,
Plus,
I mean, you have a space downstairs by the TV, though. Now that
I
I've been to your house where you've got your stuff.
I do, and that is my chair. And there was someone who continually tried to sit in it, which was so inappropriate. But I mentioned it to him. Um,
Only guy in the group.
but yeah, I do have that. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's just acclimating
Yeah.
to all the changes and
Mm-hmm.
because we are watching a lot of TV, like a lot of fun series and
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
all
there's a lot
right.
of good stuff. We can talk about that too. Okay, so I got one more thing to show. This is why I have been thwarted with my silver linings. I really want to get my Christmas cardigan done.
Rachel. Oh,
Now,
Rachel.
it's going to be steeked down the front. That's why it looks funky in the front. So I'm going to
Love
cut
it.
that open and then I'm making a button band with the red. And then I want to get I got this idea from Wyola Knits. She did the Agnes sweater that everybody's kind of into right now. And she's a Norwegian designer, I think Norwegian,
Why do I know the Agnes sweater?
but she sells on her website. I don't know if they're on there right now. I'm not going to buy them from Norway. I think I might try and make them velvet covered buttons. So I thought little velvet colored buttons down the front. And then I've ordered from the Woolly Thistle a couple of wool ribbons from Norway that have the design so I can make the inside look nice, when I cut it. It'll all make sense in a little bit. But oh, I love this. I love doing these fleas. It makes it go faster. I've decided the body and the sleeves.
I'm loving sleeves.
Well, it's going so fast because every fourth row I have color work, which is just these little fleas. But I don't know. Why does that make it go so much faster for me than just knitting in the round, one
I don't know
color?
what yarn are you using?
Okay, this is a very special yarn that I got from when I was in Norway. So it's very special to
That's
me.
even more
It's
special.
it's the Hillsvag. I want to see if I can find the one of the I got it actually with Sara
It's
from
so
Fiber
funny.
Trek.
I feel like we're all back to old school baskets.
I got this basket from a garage sale. It was a garage sale that she was a weaver, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
I got to go to this garage sale." And she
yeah.
had the same sentimentality as us with stuff. But I'm
I've been
using
using it to move
Solje.
from place to place. Oh,
It's
yes, I've
by
heard of it.
Hillsvag,
Yep.
and it's fingering weight, and it's just divine.
That's fingering weight. I am so
It's
not about fingering weight sweaters right now.
but I'm doing it on a 4.
Oh, I like that.
It's a blooming fingering weight, Norway.
Yeah.
So it's got a good drape too. I really like this. It feels a lot thinner than my silver linings, and I'm all here
Oh,
for
this is like a rug.
it.
It's like a rug.
Right. So, anyways, I'm so excited about this. I'm finally using my Norwegian yarn that I picked out with Sara at Fiber Trek.
Oh,
in
because she was on
Norway.
that Norway trip with you. I loved
I know.
hearing you guys reminisce about it for those
Yeah.
few minutes. I was
Yeah.
laughing.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I'm so dry. It probably is all
Oh,
the wool that I'm knitting with. This is my favorite, Tuft Woolens,
oh, I love
plum and
tough.
amber. That smells good.
And I use,
Fabulous.
let's do a little plug for Martha of Woolens because it is that time of year where, especially, oh, I won't have mine because I don't have it in the, anyways,
Yeah.
I have one of the other ones that pushes up.
Oh yes, like a little deodorant.
Yes,
I
yes. And
like that too.
yes, especially the only thing
I
that
have one.
I've had a hard time with stitching is if my hands get really dry, you can't use that stuff.
No, for
If
stitching, no.
if you, I think you can use Moo Cream if I remember right. I
I
think you
remember
can.
I remember some floss tuber out there
I think
mentioned.
it's Moo Cream,
Hmm,
but I forgot because I have not knit with woolly wool in
yeah,
quite a while. I forgot like how it dries out your hands. And so I keep
yeah,
mine somewhere in that basket.
yeah.
And I have
Someday.
them all over the house because I have so many of them.
Hmm. Well, so let's jump into stitching, shall we?
Let's jump into stitching.
Unless
I
you have more
can't,
knitting, we can sprinkle in more knitting later if we
yeah,
remember.
all I have now for knitting that we didn't talk about
Never
is my
mind.
chickens.
Oh my gosh, yes. Hello. Oh
So,
my word. You can see my chicken kind of blurry in the background.
yes.
One of
So this one
mine.
was headless forever because I kept making mistakes. And
Uh-huh.
yesterday I picked it up. I was like, I need these out of my house. And I picked it up and I did it in like no time. So
Yeah,
these are all my flat chickens for now.
I love them.
I love them so much. And so I have this one ready to go. Oh, shoot, I lost the other one. Oh, so these are like the belly part. So I'm going to sew
Yep.
those on. And then the last one is here. It'll be done in like 5 minutes. Um,
I love that you have three of them. What are you going to do with them?
I have
Just
special
put them
people
out?
in my life that definitely need support chickens. So I want to get them done and out.
I got a couple of skein, well, more than a couple, but I got a few skeins of Michelle's Woolens and Nosh at the Fiber Festival. And I had to show you this, how this one's turning out. This is Sprout, and it had a mini that was speckled. Look at how cool is that? That's the speckled mini. So Paul Miller brought his little
Cranked.
knitting cranker for socks, and he cranked it out for me there. But I mean, look at how cool that speckle. I cannot wait to get the speckle in the heel.
Look at how good that cranking is.
Well, Paul's professional cranker now. But yeah, the cranking was just so fun. But
Oh,
I've not ever used speck. I love this.
I
Maybe
love
it's
it
just because it's
too.
different.
Yes, I love it. I love everything Michelle does.
And I'm wondering if she was so brilliant. This is called Sprout. I mean, it looks like little seeds.
She is that brilliant because we have had discussions about how she designed things like that. And I just glaze over. I literally like glaze over. But yeah, no, she's very intentional with everything.
Well, I love the Sprout, and then her one of her Halloween colorways, which was called
I want to
I
pass
don't
these.
understand this, but I heard tore your faces right off. Again, she's smarter than I am with
It's
pop
from
culture,
Beetlejuice.
but I got it to a point where I just need to put in the heels. So maybe this will go to someone for Christmas. And I'll have
Did
to.
he didn't crank those though? You knit
No,
those.
I knit these. You needed something in your hand, so I
Yes.
started these when I was with
I
you.
have that yarn. Chelsea's used that yarn already, and darn it, now I need to go cast those on.
And I just made I didn't do any ribbing or anything. I think I might put the heels in and see how I like it without ribbing. Because it's not really rolling down far. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
Probably
I
gonna hate it, but
should. Wasn't even thinking I should be showing our new yarn,
yeah.
our new
For
collection.
Christmas? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll show it really quick, and it's not going to be very organized, but because I really love it. So we chose Home Alone, and we chose all working from all of them. This is
Mm.
Duncan's toy chest
Which is the toy store where the,
in New York City,
oh
which is
God,
really FAO Schwartz, I
which
think.
isn't there anymore, right?
I don't think so. Luckily, I've been, and it's fantastic.
Hmm.
Fantastic. I think I took, I don't know if we all went, all the kids. I can't remember. But anyways, what is the
So,
mini that goes with this one? Oh, we won't bother with minis. You can go to the website. Anyways, Duncan's Toy Store, Home Alone. This is in
uh,
DK.
ooh, I love that.
Home Alone. It
Mm,
screams Home Alone.
yeah.
Home Alone. What are the other colorways?
Oh, my favorite one's yet to come.
What is it?
I don't know,
Oh,
but it's,
here's one. Merry Christmas, Kevin.
oh yeah.
I love this one. I'm making a pair of socks with this one.
Oh yeah.
Merry Christmas, Kevin. So for
Ooh.
just because this is a different audience, not completely, but partially,
Hmm.
um, we do not really design like Christmas colors,
No,
like
you don't.
screaming Christmas. We do Christmas themed colors because then literally we sell Christmas year round.
Mhm.
And they're some of our best colors, I think. Okay,
Okay,
last
my favorite is, I think it's Bandits.
bandits. Yep,
Is
the
it called
bandit.
Bandits?
I
Yes,
love this.
I think that would be a gorgeous sweater.
It would be a gorgeous sweater. They come in all the weights, all the sizes, everything.
Wouldn't that be fun in a sweater? I just think it'd be so pretty.
Yeah, I agree.
And with you have it paired with a really cool. What color did you pair it with for the heels? Because it looks so, I love it together, and I'm gonna have to get it.
Oh, I know.
Not to put you on the spot. Yes, paired. I love this.
I do too. It's like a light teal.
Yeah.
It's for that. It really is also for that. I always try to do a more, if you want to say masculine color.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, I want
Me
socks out of
too.
this. But there are some men that just are not wild and crazy. So I like to
No.
have for those people that want to knit for their partners or sons,
Mhm.
I always like to have like a neutrally,
I
I
love
love
that
it.
one. Oh, I love that one.
I love it. So
Do I
yeah,
see
those are,
gray in that too? Is there gray?
nope, it's like a gray brown.
Yeah, I love that. Warm gray.
It's the what's our brown color with cappuccino? No.
Oh,
Why can I not think of names right now? Espresso.
espresso bean? No,
Yeah,
espresso.
espresso bean.
Oh, listen to me. I know your colors.
Most people do.
I know. Paige is always helping you.
Paige is like yelling right now. Sorry, Paige. Anyways, that's the yarn content. It's on the website, Legacy Fiber Arts, along
Yes.
with all our other fun colors.
Yes. Yes. And I'm so excited to start my Advent
I know.
opening with your kit. And
Yes,
I
we
have a
have,
Woolens and Nosh kit too.
oh, same. We have a tiny, tiny, tiny handful of advents left that if you order soon, you will have them in time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
You guys,
tiny.
it's so fun to open those each day.
Did I
Yesterday, for a
tell you?
brief, yes, go. What?
I already have next year's advent in my head.
I
We'll talk
thought
about
I
it
heard
later,
that on a Periscope the other day,
probably. Yeah,
and I was
I'll
like,
tell you about it later.
really? I
Came to
don't.
me in a flash
I
of light.
must know. I must know.
I will tell you.
Well, I don't think anybody here will tell anyone, right? No.
True. It's going to be,
Oh, that's fun. Um, Yesterday I had a brief moment and I'm laughing. Like, I kind of want to do Vlogmas, but that's ridiculous, right?
no, it's
I
so
mean,
fun. Well, if I could do the camera work and the editing, I would do it.
well,
I always want to do it, but I don't have the bandwidth for it.
do I? I don't know.
You can set it up to work for you.
That's the thing. It's all about organization, isn't it?
It's organization and it's realizing your burnout rate. Like, does it mean every day? Does it mean every other day? Like,
Yes.
because you go in really strong and then I think it gets exhausting.
Well, and I would want to look at it as this maybe it should be an offline conversation, but you all are just busy knitting and stitching, so you can listen in. Um, I feel like I just want it to be like a 5 to 10 minute, like opening up an
Yes.
advent calendar. I don't want like a half an hour every day. And I'd like it to be ritualistic, meaning like
Yes.
every day they can expect the same thing. A
Yes.
little bit of, I don't know. I don't know, but
See, and mine would be the total opposite. Isn't that funny? Mine would be like, take you along for what I'm doing for holiday prep today.
well, that's what I'm thinking too. That would be a
Okay,
little
okay.
segment, a little like 2 minutes of what's prepping for the holiday, but
Mhm.
having it organized so that I know every day when I'm going to sit down and edit, I can just plop it in to the buckets on the video and push it out.
That's so smart because I do think it's exhausting at an exhausting time of year. I'm curious. I keep forgetting to ask Chelsea if she's going to do one this year.
I know. I hope she is.
I hope so too. People love hers on her Patreon. Chelsea makes.
Yeah.
It's just a peek inside, and it's super sweet, and
Yeah. I
I
love
love it.
also uh what's her name in Germany, Berlin. Oh my God.
Oh, does Molly do it?
Molly, didn't she? Yeah, they used to. Oh
You're
yeah.
right, they do.
I loved Molly's. I love Chelsea Makes. Not Chelsea Makes, Chelsea uh,
Christina.
Christina. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm having a little brain
I
issue.
do the same thing. I always want to call her Chelsea. Chelsea Yarns.
Yeah, Chelsea
Super
Yarn.
fun.
Yes, I
Super fun.
love Red Bank Mike, of course.
Yes. Can be
And
very inspiring at times.
yeah,
And
and Sandy.
Sandy. Oh, Sandy. I love Sandy.
I wonder if she's gonna do one. I don't
I
know.
feel like she hasn't not in years, but you never know.
Are there any stitchers that do them, like floss tubers, or is this
Carrie. Doesn't Carrie do it? Tiger
Carrie?
Lily?
Oh, Carrie, I
That's
don't.
how I got to know her because you were watching
Oh
her.
my gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope, Carrie, if you're watching, I hope you are doing one this year.
I have lost track. I have lost track of everyone. Everyone. It's awful. I have to get back in the
hmm I
rhythm.
just started getting in the rhythm this week. I had in the background while I was doing stuff, Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher.
Oh, I love Lisa's. I
I
probably
love
watch every two or three because again,
it was so good. I cannot wait. I love seeing progress on her house.
me too.
Lisa,
That's
if
what
you're
I'm
watching,
more
hello.
curious.
And then since our last podcast, you and me, our last floss toss, Lori Holt had an amazing, oh my gosh, amazing floss tube out.
I
I love her.
I live for her floss tubes. I live for hers and Christy crosshatch quilts because their aesthetic is very similar. Their their like capacity to like crank it out
Hmm.
is amazing.
And they're
And
calm.
they are. I get both of them inspire me so much.
Hmm.
But it's very interesting. I'm curious if other people are feeling this or you're feeling this is I am very satisfied with what I have to work on. It takes a lot for me to say, oh, I need that.
Yeah.
I just seem so content in what I have.
Hmm.
And like I just want to sit in my little wool room upstairs and complete everything.
Yes.
I've never had this happen to me. It's very
Yeah.
interesting for me where I'm just very content in what I have to work on,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is kind of nice. And I'm into wrapping things up like the chickens. Like I need to wrap this up.
It feels good to complete.
Yeah, it could be time of year, like end of year coming.
Hmm.
Maybe that's it.
No, I think it's a common. I mean, Sharon just had a Sharon of
Stitch
having,
style.
yes.
It was
She
lovely.
she had a floss tube out and she's not, needing to buy all, there's
Yeah.
two hobbies. There's the stitching and then there's collecting all the stitching. Same with
Yes.
knitting. It's two hobbies.
Yes, and I've decided I'm not a collector. Now, having said that, if I were to show up at the attic tomorrow, I would spend $2,000. Don't like get
Yeah,
me
yeah.
that wrong.
Yeah.
I also don't have accessibility to much.
Hmm.
So that could be playing into it. And
Yeah, that's true too.
I don't order a lot online because I'm impatient. And I'm
Hmm.
like, but I'd have to wait for it, which makes
Hmm.
no sense because
Hmm.
anyways, so yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the feeling of feeling this way. So funny. We haven't done this in so long that I just noticed my Halloween house that I finished because
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
you've shown.
we've done
Yeah,
it.
let's start showing some stitching.
Well, I looked over there and I was like, so
Oh,
I
yeah. Oh, I want to.
completed. Oh, Paige
That
is
is,
making me a frame. I love it.
that is so fun. And if I were a little girl,
Oh,
like
they're
your
dying on it.
granddaughters, they must love it. Have they
They
seen
love
it?
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they love it. So I just have to do some outlining where
Hmm.
I didn't, which is in the, I always forget what you call that guy. There's
Oh,
some outlining there. I feel like I have to outline the ghosts.
oh, mm,
I'm just going to put in some stuff to make things pop a little.
yeah.
Like in real life, no, no, you know what? In real life, that's not really, they're hard to see.
I think that it's fun not to hardly see the ghosts. Then all of a
You
sudden you
think
see they're
so?
there. It's part of the illusion, like part of the
Okay.
fun.
I wonder if I were to just outline the posts.
You could
Is
try
that,
it.
yeah, I'll see.
I don't know.
But
I
there
love
is some that is supposed to be outlined on the chart, like in that area.
it. Hmm. Okay, yeah.
It's
That
fabulous.
witch in the center. Oh, that's just
Oh, are
cool.
you kidding, Lily? Our
Oh,
witch in training.
this was the Satsuma Street mystery along, if you've forgotten. And Sue stayed on top of it. She was like, you
I
were.
was every time I miss it. I really miss it. Every
Mhm.
time the clue came out, it would come out on a Thursday. It would be done no later than Monday, maybe Tuesday, because I refuse to not finish this because it's so good.
Yeah. Oh,
And oh my gosh, I've already
you
lost
gonna
my.
send that to Paige?
Actually, she's just making me a bunch of frames and I'm going to do that.
Oh, how fun.
Look at this.
Look at you.
Well, we'll do a comparison in a few minutes on something else. This is the only way to stitch. And I know that because of what I'm working on. This is the only way to stitch for me.
So you were that organized, and look at how well you executed that project.
I know that's what makes a difference.
It makes, yes,
It does.
it
It
really
really
does.
does. And oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this in my beautiful bag.
Yeah. I tell you, they are the most beautiful bags I own for my stitching. I,
They're the only bags I own. No, I have one from Joanna down there.
yeah,
I love it.
I know.
Do you want to see one other finished project that I don't think we showed here?
Yes, bring it on.
It's not fully finished,
Everybody
but
look up from your stitching.
since we last talked, I am a Grammy again.
Yes, that's right.
Can I get this right?
Other
I'm
way.
a Grammy again. So our youngest Ben had a
Have I
beautiful.
even seen this?
Have you not seen it?
Oh,
Oh my gosh, she had a beautiful little girl. This was her shower gift. And but we hadn't put the name on, even though
oh,
they were
that's why. I haven't seen it with the name on. That's
name
why.
on. They weren't, they were really sure, but it just felt like you don't put a name on until the baby's born. Like
Yeah.
just in case you change your mind. You never.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I don't think she'll have it for this Christmas. I have to get it to my finisher. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh. So Kristen is just a lovely human being. We love her so much.
Mhm.
And mine happened to be the first gift that she was handed to at her shower. And it was a basket full of all handmade stuff for the baby. Like it was a bunny, a Susan B. Anderson bunny.
They
Um,
put it in the beginning, the poor people who had to follow you.
the very first, I didn't even care about that because she got beautiful gifts. The bunny, the beautiful sweater and hat. And then it was the basket was a bigger basket. So it was lined with like baby wipes. And there
Yeah.
was the Jimmy Kimmel books, like I Love You, Mommy, and I Love You, Daddy. I think I Love You. And she's literally streaming in
Oh
tears,
no.
sobbing. I'm
Oh
like, not
no.
the one to start with. We should have ended this. She was such a lovely gift opener because she was like, I'm so sorry it's taking so long, but there's no way I can't look at everything and thank you because it's all so beautiful. It was so lovely.
Mhm.
So yeah.
And you put a sheep in instead of the dog. Is this the
Oh, I
one?
changed it.
You
This
changed
was
it.
the first time there was,
Love.
I think, the ugliest dog here. It was so ugly. It was, and you know what? A dog would have been perfect because they are dog people. They love
Mhm.
dogs. I did not like it at all. So I replaced it with one of their sheep. I would have loved to have found a heart button
Hmm.
to put in the middle. I may have one laying around. I can look. So,
Yeah.
anyways, other finished object.
Amazing.
I,
Amazing.
I love. And a quick note to Holly, who has all these patterns and hasn't started one yet. Holly, start it because they go so fast and you're going to just be in heaven. That's it.
Making all of us want to do those.
I love them.
So what else? Are you stitching any holiday stuff or have you pulled out your Christmas? Yeah, I
Do
pulled
you
out a
want
little
to go?
too. No, you go. You're on a roll
Okay,
here.
I'm on
And
a roll.
maybe we have some similar ones.
Okay, so I tried to pick bags. So this is well, it's still almost Thanksgiving, but I go right to Christmas
I do too.
or Halloween, sadly. But I'm enjoying this so much. And I've gotten a ton done. I'm showing this first because I have a second one to show.
Hmm. Olga's stocking,
It's the stocking.
Carriage House. I have both these. I have this and the one you're going to show in my shop, by the way.
In the shop, do you have them as kits or minus fabric,
I
probably?
had them as kits and non-kits. I don't know what I have left, but
Okay. Well, this one, it's funny. Sharon showed this and she just is not enjoying this stitch
yeah.
at all. And I love this stitch.
Hmm.
I love it. There's so much outlining fill in. I just enjoy it. Like this is all fill in now.
Hmm.
This is basically once I get the outline of the
Isn't that, it's so true. Okay, I'm going to sit down and focus. So I'm going to get the outline. And then the next time you're like, I kind of just want to just stitch. Oh, I
Mhm.
have that pumpkin I can fill in. I love that.
I do too. Especially if I'm watching something. Isn't it stunning?
Shaking here. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
I love it.
Oh,
I cannot
gorgeous.
wait. I am really going to try to finish this one and the next one, like finish it.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to go to the
Yeah.
quilt shop by Chelsea's and bring it and get some gorgeous primitive fabric. I love primitive. Okay, so that one,
Mm,
which I will show the cover. It's Plum Street.
yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's the old one. The one you just showed. Yeah.
I love it. I
It's
love it.
so
I love it. I think I'm using, I go to my pile of mistakes
uh,
fabric. I just pull, because a mistake is a little tiny dot in the right hand
right.
that you're not using. Okay, so you're going to die when you see this.
I? Did someone work on it yesterday a little?
No,
No?
have been in the mornings.
Oh, I love him. I love this one. Oh my gosh, why am I not doing that one? It's even got
I
a
love
tree
it.
on it.
It's a fast stitch. I'm all the way to the bottom. I
It's
have
so
so
fun.
little left.
That is the best. It's called Skating Santa, I believe, the pattern.
Yep, carriage house.
Yeah.
Look at the Santa. I think I did him pretty quickly and loved him.
There's even a French horn in there.
His jacket is so much fun.
I feel like
Literally,
I feel like I need to do this stocking.
you do. I could finish it
Oh,
in a weekend. Like if I had some really good solid stitching time.
I can see these hung in your house too. Do
Same
you have a
along the
place?
banister.
Oh yeah. Did that not sound Midwest right there? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just listening to a podcast and they were talking about Michigan accents, it cracks me up.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is
Oh
my
my
lesson that we talked about previously that I said, wait till you see this.
God. Yes, but you have them in a tidy little holder.
I do, and I'm using them, but this messes with your head after doing it the other way. It slows you down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yep.
love having this because
Well, you're supposed to wind them in little circles and put them around, right?
are you mocking me now?
No, that's mocking you right there on its own.
You are right. So I am loving this.
Yeah,
Loving this.
that's very cool. Very cool.
I love it. I just want to hide in my little room and stitch all day long and knit all day long.
My projects that I would love to get done that I have on nice little.
Yay.
Okay, so Teresa has a Santa book coming out, and I've got it on order. Hopefully, I will have it in the next week in the shop, but my Santas are in it from our I love this. I love this. And can I tell you, I posted a picture of this on Instagram when it was finished like a year ago, maybe even, yeah, I don't know. That post has gone so viral. People are still liking that post, thousands of likes because it's such a great Santa. And now
She's
it's going to
just
be in a book that's coming
okay.
out with with this Santa, which I want to finish.
I've got that right here.
And you're farther along on this one.
This makes
One's
me,
called Jolly Old Elf, and the other I keep calling Green Santa, but yeah. I
you know what would be fun to do with this? You know
what?
how Stacey Nash has the critters?
I was just that popped in my brain when you said, you know what would be fun to do with this? Interesting. Make it 3D. Stuff it. Well, then you wouldn't have to stitch all the stuff around it.
I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to do that. I
I
think
was thinking I was going to frame both of these somehow or frame them together. Or I don't know, but maybe
they
not.
are. Do I have that? I know I have
This
it.
was a cute little freebie from Liz Matthews that I wanted to stitch on, and I knew I wasn't going to be using the bottom. But isn't that cute? I don't know what I'm going to do with
So
it.
cute.
Maybe a bookmarker or something. I don't know. But anyways, if you're interested in this, these Santas, and there's four others. I think there's a total of seven in the book.
So do
I
I
will be
have
getting into the
that? Let me see the gold one again. I think I have that. I was a patron. Oh, I have
Yeah,
it.
you have it. It was from her Patreon a long time ago.
Problem is, I don't know that I downloaded all those when I was a patron,
Yeah.
which was so dumb of me. But she also, did you see that if you get her newsletter, there's a woodland Santa she's sending out. Do
Yes.
I get her newsletter?
Sign up for her newsletter, people.
Okay, I got to do that because I don't know if I do or not.
I wonder if I
I
can
have
pull that up.
13,000 emails right now, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, and it's very similar to the style. It is this in
It,
this
it
style.
totally would fit right
So
in.
for her to give that as a freebie, that's just beyond.
So you're getting her book like any minute?
I think they ship November 18th.
That's like Monday.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm so excited about the book, about finishing the. I would love to finish this Santa for Christmas.
Me too.
That would be a Christmas miracle.
Christmas miracle, anything I do.
I
Do you have more Christmas? Because I have one more Christmas.
I have a few more.
Okay, you go.
Well, I just want to show what I want to work on. The other thing I want to work on is I made this is Carrie's that I loved her stuff that she was designing in the last couple of Christmases. I shouldn't hold it up, but I have the Mrs. Claus to go with him. And I just want him to have his wife. So
So what are you going
that
to do with that?
I don't know, probably, I don't know, I mean, she has it as how can I do this?
Is it on a sleigh?
Yeah, she put him on sleighs.
Oh, I love that.
I love that too. So who knows? But these are fast. I'm doing them on Ada. I made a little fluffy. I have got that whisper for the beard, which is kind of fun. It gives it a little dimension. I don't think I'll give Mrs. Claus any whisper though.
You could on her hat.
I could. That's true.
You
But
could
I
up
don't
there.
want. I'll put it on her hat, not on her
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. I would put it on her hat.
Even though she might, at her age, have a little fluff on her face. Not that I know what that's
I have
like.
no comment.
God. Okay, the other one I would love to work on. Remember
Oh,
this one?
yes, I have it.
What is it called? It's a cranberry Christmas. That's what it's called. And it's big. I mean, it fills up the whole thing. But look how far we got here.
Oh, I love it.
So, cranberry Christmas. It's from Artful Offerings.
Artful offerings, that's it.
Yes.
I still have the one with the deer.
Oh my gosh, I love that one.
I know, not done.
Next time
Almost.
I'll bring that down. I have that one framed. I put it on my words bookshelves.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and I want to continue on with my Satsumas.
Oh, me too. I have one.
I got a little of the next bell started. Oh my gosh, how cute is that?
I have to finish cutting it out.
These are so fun. These are on the shop too. Love
Has she come
them.
out with her new ones? Is Jingle Balls, is she coming out?
I haven't seen. I have not seen.
These I've got to get done.
Yeah, I got to get started on those.
I love paper ornaments. Now, it's been so long. I'm not sure, like, so I made some for all the girls.
Ooh.
This is for little Emma.
Oh yeah, remember. Oh,
I can't remember if I showed them. This is Lily's. I do think because Charlie helped me with this, and I think we talked about it.
yes. Oh yes, Charlie did help you.
She is going to be a stitch. You know what she was doing yesterday? Diamond painting.
Oh my gosh.
4 years old. Her
Oh,
dexterity is through the roof.
yeah.
Like perfectly.
Wow.
I hate that word perfectly because it's no need to be perfect. But do you know what I mean? Like just the
Yeah, to have the
motion
hand-eye coordination at that age is
and
really,
has been like that forever, it feels like.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's perfect for her though, the diamond painting. This is the other one I really want to do.
I remember this.
Yeah, I've seen it in person at a local shop, and it's so pretty in person. There's snowflakes that fill in this white space up at the top.
I
But
love
it's
it.
just such a good one. It's such a good classic, and I'm going to do it on your fabric. I was going to do it on
Nor'easter.
yes, thank you. Good. Listen to you knowing the
No, I
names.
should actually, that's probably the easiest one. I always know that one. There's no other that looks like that.
I have others, but those are my main ones that I'm just trying to focus on.
Well, as far as
Oh,
well, let's talk about this because I will admit I'm not in the mood to work on it, but it
oh.
is so lovely. And this is like way back when I didn't have anything on Floss.
Oh my gosh, I forgot you started that.
It is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, Kringles.
Wrinkles. And I have so much done
Mm-hmm.
and I love it. Maybe if I looked at it a little, it's beautiful. Like I have so much done. All the brickwork, I think really just setting in, which quite often those aren't
What
a
if you gave
ton.
yourself a goal? Like every 2 weeks, you're gonna fill in a square.
You
A
know
Rub-
what? That's a good idea. Even I wonder if a square a week. The thing is, I know there's other things I want to stitch on, so I want to make sure like
yeah,
I could do a square a week, but then I don't fit anything else in. So maybe
yeah.
I got to think about it because I do love it. I do want it on my wall. It's very large. I think I would go with a simple grayish frame
Ooh,
to
yeah.
tie it all together
Mm-hmm.
and go pretty close.
Yeah,
Isn't
I would
it
go close
lovely?
too. It's really fun. It's another one the girls will love.
I
Oh,
know, I know, I know. So, yeah, that's my other Christmas. And then my dream Christmas is these little house that I bought way back when I started stitching again.
I remember. Yes. That was all the rage a few years ago, those little
See, I'll be
houses. And they're
honest,
so amazing.
I would rather focus on these than Kringles right now. It's kind of the same thing,
It is.
but I love the idea of just having these in a bowl.
So you'd make them single in pillows or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. No big picture, just
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I know. They're fun.
pillows or
So fun. I love smalls. I love just little for Christmas time at least.
I do too, but it is quite deceiving a lot of times on smalls. There's still a tremendous amount of stitches in there.
Yeah. You're right. It's very full. I love those trees.
I
Yay,
love
this
it.
is what I needed to get enthused.
I know, me too. It's really bad though, because now I'm going into a weekend of watching the girls. We have them for most of the weekend because it's Chelsea's birthday, and stitching does not happen when the girls are here.
I
And
believe that.
I would say like, oh, when they go to bed, but
Yeah.
I'm in bed by then. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
so I have a
Definitely.
feeling it's going to be a heavier knitting weekend, but
Can I show some things that are in the shop?
absolutely.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I see
Look at it.
Zoom.
I know. There. Here's the website. I've
I
never
love
brought
how
the
you do this.
website. So
This is so
here's
good because I do my shopping when you do this.
well, I want to show people how to use the website because I have tried to organize it a little as I've gotten more stuff in. Um, but what you want to do if you're looking for cross stitch or embroidery, you're going to click on cross stitch and embroidery. And I usually put the newer stuff up to the front, and I wanted to just share with you some things. This vintage ornaments set is so cool. I love these. Um,
Love them.
and they come with the backings. So it's a kit. I have the kit. I wonder if I
So they
click on
come with all, and you have to paint them, I'm assuming.
yes, you can paint them any color you want. Here's what the up close it looks like. And each design I think is so sweet. I love
I love
reindeer.
these.
I love them. Aren't they sweet?
So sweet.
Yeah.
And
And
I
then
love,
they've
again, I live in the middle of nowhere with nowhere to get anything. No, it's not that bad, but it feels
hmm
that bad when you come from
yeah.
where you came from.
Yeah.
So the fact that I can order something and everything is in it is such a gift for me.
Yeah. No, I think this is brilliant. And when I saw it, I was like, I need these for the shop. Look at how they put some really pretty velvet ribbon at the top. And it's just fun. So I wanted to definitely share that one with you and just kind of scroll. I love this piece on Earth pillow. I love that font, the piece on Earth in cursive. And
Can
just
I
some new,
interrupt you for
yeah,
1 second?
I would love it.
Um, I think sharing the fact that you have gift cards at this time of the year
Oh, this
is
is true.
yeah, is really important because I keep looking at things because Chelsea's now a stitcher. And, we're all at the point of life where we like to pick what we like. So, oh,
Mhm.
good. So you have gift cards that people can purchase.
Yep. And you just go on here, select the value you want, and then they will get it in an email. They'll get a digital code.
Perfect. I just did not want to forget that. Sorry.
Thank you. Yes, I would have totally forgotten. But just some of the my favorites. I usually just pick things that I mean, there's so many things I could put in my shop, but I like just to pick what I personally think I love and I think you would all love.
Yes. So
So,
for the sweaters, Rachel,
yes.
um, I saw somebody, I know Vonna Pfeiffer for sure, but somebody else, you can do them on perforated paper. And they're
Oh,
really cute on perforated paper.
that's a great idea. Oh, that's a very
For
good. I have
finishing,
them in the red
exactly.
and the blue. This one to me is so gorgeous. I don't know if you saw the
My aunt
pears.
sent me that.
Really?
Those are the ones they put on the pears.
Yes. I wish I could
I
find.
don't love them as little stockings. It's just too fussy for me.
Yeah.
But on pears, yes.
Well, I mean, you got to make the pears too, but the pears are fun. I've actually got on, I think I have the tutorial that I made on my website. I'm sure I do. In fact, under the vlog. So the pears are pretty easy to make. But these 12 ornament designs, the 12 Days of Christmas by Annie Bees. Annie Bees is pumping out some really gorgeous stuff. And I loved her last episode with her daughters of their floss tube.
I think I started it and
Oh, so
just
good.
I never finished anything, but I was enjoying it.
hmm So the other one, if you want to do a series, the Sing a Song of Christmas Stockings, I have kitted up with the charms, and I'll just kind of go through them. Each day, you can see them bigger here. I heard the bells on Christmas Day. I'll be home for Christmas.
Oh,
I mean, these are just fun. We Three Kings. If you
yes.
wanted to start a series,
So sweet.
yeah. And I thought you guys might like to just see these. Look at those
I
houses
love
down at the
them.
bottom. A little town, a Christmas tree.
Oh
And
my
you can do
God.
your own colors. And these are so little that these are great stash busters, like for your extra floss.
Yes. Well, and I'll tell you, it's a real thing with grandmas to make their grandchildren ornaments. I'm a little behind for Lily and Charlie, but I'm starting now. I'm not going backwards. I'm
Yeah.
starting.
What a great idea, because you could put their name, just stitch their name on the back or the year
Mhm.
or whatever.
Yep.
Anyway, so I wanted to highlight that one. I think that is such a fun
Such a fun.
stitch. And of course, I've got the latest from Liz Matthews and her mom in here. Her mom being, and her aunt being Carriage House, but her mom being Kathy Barrick.
Kathy Barrick. I just got
Did,
it.
did you all know that I have peppermint and holly in here as
I was just gonna
well?
say, whoa.
Yeah, so peppermint and holly has, oh, the one that I would love to do out of it is this one.
Oh, did you see Holly just did this?
Yes,
Our
I
friend
think that's
Holly.
probably why I want to do it.
Mhm. Yep.
Oh yeah. So anyways, I love Christmas and you can tell that. I love the holidays and I love winter stitching. So Christmas
Yes.
winter is
Yes.
its own section in here and um yeah. And then in terms of I don't know if you all know, there's also a punch needle going on. I have talked about it so much.
Yes.
But I do have some Christmas punch needle in here,
Ooh,
which is very fun. That look, not many people know I have some Teresa Kogut punch needle now in here. That's the latest.
those
This
are really good.
really cute. Yeah. And you use
Oh, and
floss.
that's the whole kit.
Yes, I have the whole kit.
Wow.
And then
Oh, back
winter.
up. What's with the cow one? Where did that go?
Oh, the stack.
Whose is that?
Isn't that fun? That's Old Tattered Flag,
Oh, I have the witches
I
and
think.
pumpkin. I love
Yeah,
that
Old
one.
Tattered Flag.
Oh, I love
Yeah, and
punch
then
needle.
The cool thing about Old Tattered Flag is when you buy the design, it comes with the fabric already
Printed.
pre-printed.
Yeah.
You don't have to trace, which is not a big deal to trace.
It's not a big deal, but
But
those are the little things that just sometimes slow me down.
mhm.
Oh, I've got to get back to my, oh, I'm so mad at myself that I
This
haven't.
does not do justice in real life what these look like. Watch Lori Holt's latest video, and she shows you how adorable. She's making these mittens. I think she had him in a swag, different colors. You also can pull out elements of the designs too that
Yep.
she, I don't know so much this one, but I mean, you could just punch the snowman and make that into something.
The
Um,
stars.
the stars. She interchanges the different
Yep.
icons in here. Yeah, I mean, she's got a lot of information on her latest episode. So, yes, and then we go to my favorite pencils of all time. I just want to make sure many of you people have asked if I could do a sampler pack. I do have a little sampler pack of volumes, but I also have gift sets, which would be great for Christmas for people.
Oh, there.
Um,
I have another whole pile upstairs in my wool room.
Yeah, I love them. I use them for everything. I've been
Same.
getting into a little Zentangle in the mornings,
With
and I
those?
use my Blackwing, the black colored pencil, the matte it's called.
Yep.
It's this one right here is so great for putting graphite down and then using a blending tool. If I want to trace, if I just want to sketch out something that I think I'm going to paint later and I know I want to erase, I use this one right here because it's got an extra firm graphite. You don't get a lot of graphite and it's easy to erase.
Mhm.
There's just, and
Did
I
I
got
see?
artists actually buying from me now the
Oh,
Blackwing pencils, which is so fun. So I've been following this one guy in Iowa who's in love with Blackwing. Yeah, you have the little notepad.
did I see
Perfect.
somebody was using them, or am I making this up, to do the drawing on the fabric for the punch needle? Am I
That
making
was
that?
me.
Oh, okay.
I
Not
do that
making it up.
too. I use them all the time. And I gave Brian the gardener's pencil because he was in his little book working on his gardening stuff. And like a week later, he could not find his pencil and he was freaking out because
Yeah.
he's like, I love that pencil. What
Yeah.
pencil is that? So I know it sounds so silly, but
No, it's
I
not
love
at
it.
all. And I am a pencil user anyways. So that's why it's like
Mhm.
where I freak out is when Dave takes one to just like jot down a note and doesn't return it. I
Oh,
think Lily tried to use it. I was like, oh, honey, maybe we'll use it for pencil.
I know exactly. I know. I
I
found one
love
up in George's room, just kind of found on the floor. Like,
it.
no, no, no.
I know.
Anyways, okay. So is there any more stitching or knitting or punching?
Not really. I'm just looking forward to picking one of the samplers, either that I'm midway through or have all the stuff for, and start working on a sampler. I think it's going to be actually, and I think I have it here because I carry it. Well, I also have the unicorn peacock.
Oh yeah, you're doing the
Yeah.
what do
And
they
I've got
call
the,
it? The
have I
unit
shown it?
not recently. I don't know. I
I've
mean,
got
I'm
the hot
sure.
guns.
Hmm.
And I really, really, really love it. And again, it's the coloring effect that I love so much.
Gosh,
I love it.
that's amazing.
I love it. I kind of want to get back into this. I'm at that point where it's going to take me a while to settle into something.
Yeah.
Um, when it comes to changing from the stockings.
Hmm.
But in my dining room, the window that looks to our neighbors, both sides are decent sized walls. And I would love to have, remember the lilies and what's the other one?
I can't think of it.
I can't either, but they're all screaming it. They know.
Yeah.
So I think Christy finished hers.
Yes. Framed.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I would love to maybe for the winter have a Sabbath stitch. Like I love that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only thing is quite often we're back and forth, like either Chelsea's or here. It's kind of a family day. Maybe we'll call it a weekend stitch.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
so, it's just amazing. All those motifs in there.
And in my dining room, this is gonna finish the room.
Where are you going to put it?
Each side of the window,
Each side of the window. No, that's what
that
you just
big
said.
window.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I know. That
Wow.
will finish that room. I will feel like one room is done
That is a
completely.
good goal.
I know. So yeah, that's it.
I'm just looking down here at my little list. Lori Holt also has her prairie, not prairie, what's it called? Her new book with like billions of quilts in it.
Well, yeah. Is it
I
home
can't
on the
think.
prairie?
Is it Home on the Prairie?
I don't know.
I don't know, but you all know if you're quilters, you know this book is out. And a lot of the patterns use prairie, which I have a lot still in the shop of prairie in 5-inch squares, 10-inch squares. I've got a couple of fat quarters sets and even roly-polies. So a lot of people don't realize that I do have that
So
because
that
I
is
love
good.
Lori Holt so much.
Well, you know what I want to do? Chelsea and I were talking about it, and Holly has done it and is doing it. Make I Spy quilts.
Oh,
I know, for the girls. Even maybe just for Grammy's house. Like,
is that a patchwork quilt with
so
different?
it's, I think there's actual, I'm not sure if they actually call it that, but you can buy, like, say, the 5-inch squares. I'm making all this up,
Yeah.
pre-cut, and then you just sew them together.
I mean, Teresa's fabric is perfect for I Spy
Yeah.
because of all of her,
All the stuff.
like I Spy a Raccoon.
Mhm. How fun would that be? I feel like I'm wanna, Chelsea and I, if we could get one put together to like together, it would be really fun.
Very fun.
Very
I love
fun.
that. And I love, I mean, your scrappy quilt that you got from your friend.
Wasn't that?
Did we show that on here? It's
We will,
probably far away.
yeah, it is far away. We will next time because
Yes.
it is a masterpiece. It is one of my favorite things.
It's one of my favorite things.
Isn't
And
it
it wasn't
fantastic?
even made for me.
She was like, Sue, I just threw that together last week. And I'm
Uh,
like,
this
thank
is a
you.
friend who has a huge fiber stash that she drew from to make this
Beyond,
personalized quilt for Sue. And it's like,
beyond. Think of a 3-car garage. Think of the room above it and think of it being full of that. It's unreal. I actually want to, I have to see her again and maybe grab some. Like, because
Mhm,
she's getting rid of a lot because they're downsizing. So she's like keeping this much, giving this much. Like she has like 5 yards of every piece of fabric.
mhm, mhm.
So that would be fun to, because this quilt is just,
Yeah, it's so
it's,
special.
and it's so me, doesn't it? Wouldn't you like if you saw a bunch of quilts, wouldn't you say that one's Sue's?
Yeah, definitely.
Between the color, the whimsical piece of it, it's
Yeah. Yeah. It was
fabulous.
just, you'll have to show it next time.
I will next time. Help me remember that.
Speaking of other things we love, I have amassed a few things around here that I've been enjoying and I thought I would share with the people. Do you have
Go for
any?
it. I want to hear.
Okay. Okay, so this one.
What am I looking
I
at?
am in love with this stuff. I got it on a whim from Costco online. I was shopping online for Costco and it's honey, citron, and ginger tea. And it's like a jam, but you put in 3 to 4 teaspoons into a glass, into a mug, and you pour the hot water or cold water over it. I've tried it with Pellegrino and it's delicious, just, sparkling
I feel
water.
like my mother would love this.
But this for tea, because there's no caffeine. I want a warm drink in the afternoon, but I don't want caffeine. And I love citrus and ginger together and
You
honey.
too.
I mean, even if this would be amazing to have when you have a cold or the flu, a sore throat, coughing, but just I've been every day, and it's only 55 calories if you use 3 teaspoons, which I think I maybe put in two at the most. So I think that's really good for a drink to be only 55 calories. It's delicious. And I checked on Amazon. They do have it on Amazon. It's made by the company Balance Grow,
Never
and
heard
it's
of
the
it.
honey, citron, and ginger tea. I don't know if there's tea in here because when I look at the ingredients, it's just honey, ginger, citron, vitamin C, and
Sounds very much good for like health.
serve with hot or cold water. I love it. And I'm not a tea drinker. I don't really like tea.
I don't like the taste of tea.
So, and I've always thought, oh, and I'm not a huge honey person either. And it doesn't
Me
taste like
either.
honey to me. It tastes like almost like a orange lemon marmalade kind of thing. I don't know. It's
So
so
the
good.
honey is probably the sweetener,
Yeah, it is. But
maybe
the
just enough.
maybe just enough. I don't know. But that is something that I think many of you might enjoy, Costco or on Amazon. And I have had this jug for like over a month every day. I mean, this is lasting forever.
Okay, so I'm going to put in my Costco plug.
Yeah.
Ebra popcorn is back for the season.
Oh, such
You
good
can't
pop.
get it any other time.
Is
So
it the
it's
caramel?
caramel and chocolate,
How do you?
drizzled chocolate and white chocolate.
Oh, now you said caramel and I said caramel
Normally I say caramel. Why did I say caramel?
because you're trying to sound like you don't have an accent like I do.
Caramel. No, it's caramel.
It's
Caramel.
caramel.
No, I think I said caramel.
You
No,
did
I
say
don't know.
caramel.
I don't know. But oh my gosh. And it's only like a giant bag for like 7.99. And when you buy like Moose Munch, which I think is like almost the exact same thing, a tiny bag is like really expensive.
Mhm.
So don't buy too many because I'm hoping there's more when I go.
Yeah, don't take it all.
Yeah, it ends early in the season quite often.
I bet. Okay, that'll
I
be on
have to
my
go get
list.
2 bags. I have one that I just opened.
See, that stuff is like crack to me. I cannot stop eating that stuff.
Interesting. So Chelsea said, "Did you see his back?" She goes, "I could eat the whole bag." So
Uh,
yesterday I was dying for something sweet and we had nothing and I had some. I could not eat a lot of it. It was really like satisfying, like, oh, that's really
uh
sweet.
Okay.
It's so not how I normally operate. So maybe I'm
What is
coming down
happening
with
to you?
something. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Then, okay. So I have been kind of October was ink, they call it Inktober, and I have been wanting to get better and more confident at drawing and sketching, and it's just not my thing. I did not go to art school, and I just am not confident. And everywhere I go, I hear people say you just have to practice every day, a little practice. And I could never, like, what do I draw? I have that mental block of, okay, I could sit here and draw my mug or draw. No, so I wanted to focus. And then October came and I found two places that I've really loved, two websites, actually two YouTube channels, and they have websites. The first one is it's called Minute of Zen. Maybe I can pull it up because I am so full of technology here.
You
Uh,
are.
let's
Is it
see.
funny
Whoops.
that I take more notes during our podcast than anyone else's?
I'm like, are we on the screen still? I'm losing my mind.
Minutes of Zen. Oh, how
This is
cool.
okay. Cut. Okay, people, I found the website. Minutes
Okay.
of Zen. Kelly Bluen. She's actually a certified Zentangle teacher, and she's from
I
Michigan.
wanted to be one of those.
She has my accent. So if you've ever wanted to just practice, I highly recommend. I'm going to click on her videos so you can see what I have been doing. I started with down here, Inktober, and each day we did a different tangle, which was so fun. It's just a few minutes long, and you do the tangle and you feel like you've practiced your drawing. And what Zentangle is doing for me is just making my lines smoother.
Mhm.
I'm I'm not a shade. I just it's practicing lines and circles and shading, and it's just really low stress. And she's so simple in her instruction. It's great for a beginner. So I did all of Inktober, and what I've been just doing is I grabbed a notebook that I had, and I've just been putting in the tangles as I do them. And I made it into a journal. And then what she does is she puts the tangle then into a big tangle
Yep.
and teaches you how to do that. But I have just been doing the tangles, and then I've been keeping a daily journal as
Oh,
well,
I
and a
love this.
gratitude journal. And
Love it.
so these are just all the tangles I've been practicing. So it's been a way for me to practice every day and make marks in a journal so I don't feel intimidated by the black page, the
Oh, I
blank
love that.
page, you know? And I've been also now this month is she's doing gratitude tangles. And so I'll just do a quick gratitude of the day, as my journaling. And I love how it's
Right.
been working out.
Oh, I love it. I'm going to check into this.
So if you've
Mint.
ever had any desire to learn about Zentangle or just to practice drawing, I mean, just to what pens do you like? What pencils do you like? How do you shade with one of those shading tools?
Yep.
Um, yeah, I've really loved Minutes of Zen.
Love
Okay.
it.
Then the other one I've loved is Audrey Shantz. And Audrey Shantz is also a Michigan person, which is so weird. And they
Audrey.
actually collaborate. That's how I found out about both of them. Shelley Lewand does the Zentangle in her waterproof ink, and then Audrey Shantz is watercolor, and then she watercolors, and you learn about watercolor. But if you are a complete beginner and you've always wanted to learn about watercolor, she has this amazing 30-day thing she did in Inktober. I'm just scrolling down. It's 30 days of watercolor tips and tricks. And each day you learn a different, and you're just doing them on 3x3 watercolor papers.
Paper.
And it's a printout where she's got all the tips, and you just cut them out and put them. I've been putting them on the back of my um of each day. And then she teaches a tip each day. I've been painting small little
Oh, I love it.
watercolors. And it's just been so interesting and
That
fun.
is so great.
Yeah, and another way for me to create like a ritual, where I'm practicing every day
Mhm.
a different technique. And some of her techniques, for example, um, shadow was yesterday, flat wash, using masking fluid, resist, blending, line weight, splatter, wet on wet, glazing, color mixing, taping, learning about the three values, lifting. I mean,
So cool.
it's been really
Brings
fun.
me back to my college days.
I bet. Yes, I bet.
Very cool.
And for those of us who did not have that in college and were intimidated by these things, I highly recommend you check out those two websites.
Well, and the funny part is I had it, but all that would be brand new to me again. It was so long ago.
This would be a fun way for you to just get back into it.
Yeah, very
Gosh,
fun.
while I'm on here, there's three podcasts that I have been into. I've been into these
Oh, tell me because I could use
lifestyle,
them.
but these are like lifestyle from different countries and watching them cook and do
My favorite.
crafts and things. Such a lover and creative soul living in far north of Finland, and she's in a remote village. And if you're a knitter, I highly recommend you start out with her video where she's talking about her knitwear. That was from 5 months ago. Inspiration for Nordic and Scandinavian knitting.
Well, because don't you hear when I
Beautiful.
hear Scandinavia, Denmark, knitters, I think they're totally different knitter than we are.
Yes. And the wool she uses. And she also
Mhm.
bakes in her cabin. So I really am enjoying that. Also, it's called Country Life Vlog.
Country life log.
Yeah. And it takes place. Okay, as a country life, we love to share what we do at Countryside, engage with nature and make the most out of village life. Come and see the colorful videos of nature, unique cooking recipes, and just a beautiful life at Countryside. But it takes place in Uzbekistan, I think.
Oh,
I don't know, but these two, it's a husband and wife, and you watch them bake, and
oh, I love that.
the granddaughters come for a visit. But I mean, look at these sweet walnut buns. Look at what they look like. Can you see that?
Yes.
Uh, she does all of her baking outside in her wood-fired oven, and
Oh,
it's so this one that was the stuffed peppers was super cool too.
oh,
So I have so many to watch of hers. I'm so excited.
I love this because I need new content to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do to me, a lot of YouTube channels, most probably ours included, it's like a magazine subscription, right? Get
Yes,
it for so long and then it all kind of looks the same after a while.
exactly.
So I love getting new, and I'm all about homemaking, cooking, um, that kind of
Yes.
stuff too. I love it so much.
Okay, this is the other one. I've mentioned Liziki before.
Ooh.
Like 3 years ago, I think it was during COVID, I found her. She lives in China and she does all of the ancient arts. And all of a sudden, she was gone for like 3 years. And I don't know what the story is. It had to do with lawsuits. I don't know if it was lawsuits in YouTube or lawsuits in China. I don't know. But she's back. And one of her latest episodes is well, all of them are amazing. You have to watch. But one of them was actually making this, it was this one for everyone who knows my name. She is actually goes from silkworm to something in silk. I'm not going
Oh,
to say what she
wow.
makes, but you watch her go through and make using all these ancient tools and ancient arts.
Oh,
It's
wow.
so amazing. Have you ever watched her?
No.
Oh my gosh, there's a whole, oh yes. I mean, she's got fiber art. She lacquered um a cabinet. My grandma's wardrobe was broken, so I gave it a makeover. And you learn how she goes from the sap of the tree where you get the beginnings of lacquer to this beautiful finished piece.
Wow.
These are gorgeous
Oh, I'm
videos.
very excited about this because I really have been looking for new content.
I mean, you will want to watch these. I can't. I could maybe knit a sock and watch.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
amazing. And she
Yeah. My
cooks. Oh
sweater
my
could get
gosh.
finished.
Yes. So that is
I love it.
amazing. And then the final thing I wanted to share, I'm so newsy today. Let's see, Jacqueline. Jacqueline Lawson. Are you familiar with her?
No,
Jackie Lawson. I know of her because my
I've heard
mom
that
likes to
name.
send her e-cards. She is an
Okay.
artist who really has done a good job
I do
with,
know her.
okay. So she every year does an advent calendar and it's phenomenal. I've done it every year. This year, her calendar is Paris. Can you hear this?
No, so it's online?
The city of yes. Shopping on the glitzy Champs-Élysées, skating in the Tuileries, or admiring the art in the Louvre. Yes, this year's Jackie Lawson Advent Calendar is set in Paris for 25 days of seasonal fun French style. Every day you'll open up our gorgeous Parisian cityscape, click the numbered ornament to enjoy a new animated story or activity, and join the hunt for Santa, who's hidden in a different place every day. You'll have a stylish apartment to redecorate in a huge range of styles, and every day a new gift appears there too. A game of pétanque, perhaps, or a puzzle or word finder.
I
Or
love this.
traditional favorites such as our snowflake maker. There's a wonderful Paris guidebook. Well, the girls love this too.
Yes.
He even recorded the choir of Notre Dame Cathedral singing French carols for us. You can download your Advent calendar to your Mac or Windows PC, or get the iOS or Android app for your phone or tablet. And if you purchase on our website, you can send it as a gift, and the recipient will
And
be
I
able to
love
use
video games.
any compatible device. Okay. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do this, like on,
I love it.
but how do I close this? There we go.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Stop share. Okay. Thank you, Jacka.
Oh my
Boom.
gosh, I love it.
I know. It is the coolest thing. So you can, I think it's like under $10 for one subscription for the whole month, and you get all, I mean, it's like games, and I did it I've done it like the last 3 years, and this year it's in Paris, and they're just so fun.
And I've been to Paris, so I love it.
You, I know. And the more like I want to get, I know a few people who would really enjoy it. So you get a discount like if you buy three of them and you put in
Okay.
their email addresses, it sends them a link how to use it during all of Advent. But I thought that's a really cool gift idea for
So
people to
fun.
get. And
I love
personally,
it.
I give it to myself every year. And I don't know, is that even legal to like show a video off of
I think so. If
and put
not,
it?
they'll take it down.
Yeah. If not, you're not going to be able to watch this
I
video.
know.
And oh my gosh, I've gone on and on.
I love it. I love it. I think it's so fun.
But I think I've hit all I wanted to tell the people and you.
Bad. I feel like same. I feel like I need to go prep to get my girls. I got some sourdough I got to get in the oven.
Ooh, yeah, I know. I got to prep to get my boy too. I got
I
to
know
leave at
that's so
around noon,
fun.
pick up George. The high school here has their fall theater production, and so he's
Which he
going
was
to
always in.
support. He used to be
So
in all of
cool.
them.
I
I was like,
know.
oh, I should go too. And I'm like, I don't know, it'll make me sad this
Same.
year. I
Oh,
don't think I want to.
I'm still sad all these years later driving by sports fields.
Yeah.
They kill me. Friday nights, we weren't a football family, but Ben was a band kid, which is so not who Ben is, but I loved it.
What did he play?
Drums.
Oh,
He's a
cool.
fantastic musician. You give him an instrument and he can play it within hours.
Wow, that's
So
cool.
he was like, and they were really good, really good.
Hmm.
So I miss that. Then I go by soccer fields and baseball fields, and you never stop
Hmm.
missing it, I don't think, because it's such a huge part of your life for so long. And it's
Hmm.
the friends that you've made, right? Like those are
Um,
still friends.
yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
all
Well,
right.
we have exciting weekends ahead with our loved ones.
We do. We do. I know. I'm hoping to get some making in. I've got a teeny bit of work to get done.
Yep, same. I've got a teeny bit of work to get done, and then off I will go to pick up son number one. Did I tell you we're gonna have two girlfriends for Thanksgiving?
How have you kept this from me?
I know. I know. My oldest has been seeing someone and went to their Thanksgiving this past weekend. They had an early family Thanksgiving. And during the weekend, we get a text from him. Would it be okay if I brought so and so to our Thanksgiving? I was like, well, of course.
Of course. Oh, wow. Now I can't wait for Thanksgiving.
But we don't have a table. Oh,
We'll
that's
be
another
texting.
story. We have no table for Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's okay. We do like our house is set up. I mean, you were here. The dining room is not a dining room. It's this really quaint little room, but not really a dining room when you think about it.
I might have to take my work table out to the dining area because our
Yeah,
table that we've ordered is not in, it's back
not
ordered.
in. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're going to go to Chelsea's for Thanksgiving because Benny and Kristen we're hoping are going to come as long as everyone's healthy. Um, and it's closer for them to go to Chelsea's than here with a brand new baby.
Yeah.
So, and it'll be buffet style at that point. We
I
we
can
are so
see you
happy.
loading you're gonna probably be making everything and loading in the back of the car.
I am. I am. Chelsea she ordered the turkey.
Uh-huh.
I will. But you know what? I've been doing Thanksgiving for 100 years. So for me, it went from the hardest meal to the easiest meal.
Isn't that, I know, and same with my brother's family, my parents and us. We all know every year. I know my dad makes the stuffing, mom makes copper penny salad. I'm gonna bring the Brussels sprouts with the wine and and Mark will have the turkey and mashed potatoes. And he buys the Costco pumpkin pie.
Oh, smart. The hardest thing I do is the Barefoot Contessa's apple crisp, which is the best apple crisp in the world.
I agree. You told me about it and I made it. It's so good. And I was like, how can it be so good? It's such a basic, isn't it? All
No,
apple crisp the same. No, she uses the orange juice and the lemon juice.
and the orange rind and the lemon rinds.
That makes a huge difference.
Game changer. The orange is what
Game
comes
changer.
through and it's fantastic,
Yeah.
but it's a very tedious, it's a big job. However, Jake will be here and last year he did all the apples and that
Hmm.
was so helpful for me.
Yeah. You probably double it.
We don't because there's
No.
not a ton of us. We aren't
Yeah.
a huge group anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll make that and then probably pumpkin whoopie pies.
Oh,
Really
you
have a
kill
lot of
me.
work to do before then.
So good. And back to the Barefoot Contessa recipe, that apple crisp is online. It's
Yes.
free if you are
Yes.
interested in that one.
Yes. And I am a huge fan, huge
Yeah.
fan. And I listened to her book and I loved it. I loved it till the end. It got a little, it felt like,
Yeah.
okay, we can wrap this up now. But I
Yeah.
listened and I loved it.
I need that's on my list.
Do it as a listen. It's fun.
Yeah, because she do it? She speaks it? Yeah,
Yes.
that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
And I love Jeffrey. I never used to. I love
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I, so yeah. All right, we got to go.
All right, we gotta go. We've got things to do.
Got things to do, people to see, people to get, and
Yeah, and if you've lasted this long and there's probably three people out there, thank you, you three people, for joining in. And we
yes,
hope to see you soon. Have a happy Thanksgiving to those of you in the US, and we'll be back.
we'll be back.
All right. Bye.
Bye.